If you're anywhere on social media on any platforms, I'm sure that you have heard the news that Judge Greg Mathis and his wife Linda are calling it quits. She filed for divorce. So this article is from People. I think TMZ might have been the one that broke the news that Linda filed for divorce after 39 years of marriage. The reason why I didn't jump on this story when I first saw it is because there's no reason given. And I was just waiting to see if any news started coming out. I was checking the Twitter. I was just checking to see if there was any news and if any side pieces were speaking out, but I haven't seen anything. So we just got to talk about it. Linda, 61, filed for divorce from the reality court show judge in Los Angeles Superior Court on Thursday, August 22nd, citing irreconcilable differences after 39 years of marriage together, according to court documents obtained by People. In the filing, she listed the date of their separation as July 17th and noted that there are no minor kids. The pair's 4 children are Jade, 39, Kamara, 36, Greg Jr., 35, and Amir, 34, are all adults, so the former couple does not have to figure out custody. Linda applied for spousal support in the documents, but it's unclear if the couple had a prenup in place as the pair got married after college prior to Mathis's daytime Emmy award-winning reality court show. Here's a picture of the couple. So they got married in 1985 when Mathis was 25. In April 2021, Mathis celebrated their longtime love with a throwback photo of the two on their wedding day. Mary and Linda put me on the path in the right direction. I hope my journey is an inspiration to others. Mathis last posted about Linda on social media at the beginning of January, sharing photos of the pair kissing, sharing a kiss and posing together during a holiday trip to Mexico. These two are a nice looking couple. They look good together. They look like they had a healthy relationship, but we don't know what happens in someone's home, in their relationship. We really don't know. And even though Judge Mathis is a likable person. I don't care what anybody says. This man does come across as likable, relatable. He has humor, but we don't really know what he is like when he's not on camera. A lot of things, we got to be real. Reality TV is not reality. People are actors or can be actors. And what we see portrayed could literally be some polished up mess, literally. And what I'm seeing from women, what I'm seeing from couples, they're not willing to go into their retirement age. They're like, I'm not doing it anymore. And this woman couldn't even make it to her 40th year. They're at 39, but she's like, nope, I'm good. My kids are grown. They're out of the household. It's time for me to start living for me. That's what I am taking it as. So I don't know what irreconcilable differences are, but maybe we'll get more of the story as time progresses. So we have talked about gray divorce and it being on the rise. I've talked about it on a few different videos. Now, the Mathises will be fine. He's a reality TV star. He has been in the public light for a long time. But normal, everyday couples, divorce can hit hard and hit those finances hard. But for some, the peace of mind that goes along with it goes a long way. And some women, well, some people in general are not willing to just stick and stay simply because they've been together for a long time. This article is from April of this year, but I'm still going to do it because we just need to continue this conversation. I think that people need to know and understand that they don't have to continue to live if they're not feeling supported, if they're not feeling loved, if the situation is not something that you really just want to be in. Divorce doesn't have the social stigma to where you're going to be an outcast. So you don't have to stay. And that I think that is what the older generation knows. The younger generation, I'm seeing women are just cutting. They're like, nope, I'm not going to do this. But I think that it's taken a little bit longer for the older generation to see and understand that no, you don't have to put up with this simply because you have 39 years in the game. So let's get into this article. She says, divorce at any age isn't easy, but when it occurs later in life, spousal separation can present some unique challenges, particularly financially. As the rate of gray divorce, defined as divorce that occurs later in life between older adults, ticks up, those challenges are becoming more readily apparent. Both partners see their wealth decline by half on the heels of a divorce later in life, said USA Today, based on a recent report by the researchers at Bowling Green State University in Ohio. However, the impact on standard of living isn't necessarily felt equally. While a man can expect his standard of living to decline by 21% after a great divorce, a woman can anticipate her standard of living will plunge by 45%. Why does gray divorce bring distinct financial challenges? While divorce at any age requires untangling a merged life, with gray divorce, you'll need to contend with decades of combining your finances and assets with your spouse in a divorce settlement, not to mention things like your estate plan, any college saving plan for grandchildren, or any other long term funds or plans. Further, said CNBC, financial disparities seem to be more muted for younger generations of women due to a greater likelihood of them working relative to their older cohorts. This is in large part related to the fact that many older adults who divorce today adhere to the traditional notion of the man as a household's sole breadwinner. So, this is the reason why women are financially impacted more later in life if they don't have any work experience under their belt. This is one of the reasons why women of right now need to take a step back and really look at history and what women have gone through. Don't make these same mistakes. And I say that mistakes lightly because a lot of these women didn't have choices, but now you have a choice. How can you protect yourself financially in the event of gray divorce? While hopefully gray divorce is never a reality you have to contend with, it's always wise to think ahead in case the worst should happen. For one, says CNBC, you should make an effort to get active in your household finances. Neither spouse should get to the point where they're unaware of the household's spending, savings, and mortgage payments and interest rates. Otherwise, such information could come up as a surprise upon divorce. Staying involved also ensures you're not rusty on the ins and outs of financial management in the case you ever need to take on the task solo one day. Secondly, it's important to have access to your own money, says CNBC. While it's far from uncommon for spouses to merge their financial accounts, it's still important for each partner to ensure they have access to their own funds so their spouse can't shut off the financial spigot if a relationship sours. You might even consider starting to save for retirement or investing in an account of your own just so you have that in case you ever were to need it. And finally, even if you're already married, it's not too late to draw up a post-nuptial agreement that contains provisions to protect a woman financially if she leaves the workforce to care for their children, for example, said CNBC, citing Natalie Coley, a CFP based in New York and senior lead advisor at Francis Financial. So, I have talked about this before. You got to protect yourself. You got to plan. Everybody won't be in a situation like the Mathises. I don't know if the fact that Judge Mathis is a judge and he seems to be a stand-up guy, if his wife is going to get some money. And I know that people like to clock things like money and say that the woman isn't entitled because she wasn't the one on TV or whatever, but we don't know what is going on in the background. And money made throughout a marriage is part of marital assets. Please know and understand, even if he is the one that's making the most money, is part of marital assets if there's not a prenuptial agreement saying that she's not entitled. But everybody ain't like the Mathises. Some people live in reality world making reality money, not reality show money. So what they are experiencing might not be what women of right now or the reality of right now are experiencing. So everybody needs to plan to survive regardless of marital status. All right, join the conversation. Let me know what you think about any of this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.